Hey. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to start talking these tracks when I'm going. You still hear me talking, I ain't gonna lie. Had these maddest. Hey. No friends, I be chillin' alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fakes, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. No friends, I be chillin' alone. Don't be hitting my phone. They be fake, I can see they the clones. Don't need them, did it all on my own. Worked hard, had to get in my zone. Get in my zone, get in my zone. They be weak, they ain't taking a throne. Glowed up, had to get in my zone. See them hate, that's the biggest mistake. Being great, so I see them a rate. Cheesecake, need it all on my plate. Overseas, I ain't switching the state. London ace in it, eating a steak. Told mama I'ma give what it takes. Young boss and I'm cleaning the slate. High risk, yeah, I'm raising the stakes. They moving iffy, they can't fishy. Young and in charge, so I'm seeing them envy. Not with the talking, I'm not with the pity. Need a it don't gotta be Nicky. Swear that I feel like the POTUS. I need me a Lotus. I'm not really fond of the Bentley. Nobody
stunts.
2K Compete events start tonight as NBA duos storm the neighborhood with Court Conqueror 2v2. Defeat them and take their stuff. Well, 5,000 VC and a choice of one of their jerseys. Saturday night, it's double rep with Beats by Night. And pay attention to 2K TV Interactive for some exclusive 2K TV gear for you to glow.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm the seven.
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
De'Aaron Fox talked about his mentality on the court. You put the ball in his hands, he says, I'm going to take over the game. It doesn't have to be scoring, just always attacking. Always. You got to be a dog. Don't back down from anyone. Kevin, I know you're a dog. Back to you.
A little intimidation factor, DA. Thanks. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. So far, they've got the fourth best record in the conference. And checking out Sacramento, a game and a half out.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, Greg, they can start to break out of that pack.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Hield and Giles, both former Blue Devils, are the 4 and the 5. And it's Fox in at the point. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the point. Clark, I'm assuming all the coaches in the NBA have put in their new plays by now, or am I wrong? Will they introduce some new things, new actions throughout the season?
Well, I tell you what, you talk about the coaches in the NBA, they all have PhDs in basketball, and they are always tinkering and making adjustments, Kevin.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he makes the first. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively. Dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Three-pointer Hield. And James pulls it down. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Fox. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Steps back and fires. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And James throws it down.
And, you know, this is where James is most dangerous, attacking and looking to tear into that defense.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Shot by Hield, nobody around. No good. Shot away.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. Kuzma kicks to Green. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. LeBron can't get it to go. Ariza against LeBron.
LeBron, one of those players who gets fired up by defense as much as offense, and that block going to put a major bounce in his step.
This one for 3. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Man, I tell you what, when Fox is making threes, he's hard to guard. That's a part of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Rondo passes to Kuzma. Back to Rondo. Takes the 3. Davis finds Kuzma. Over Bagley. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable.
Hield can't hit.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Passes it to LeBron. Outside for Rondo. A 3-ball. Davis, the pass to Kuzma. Tries again. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense.
Here's Hield. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Giles. It's a 3-point game. Ariza outside. Clock at 6. The tray. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. L.A.'s gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. For 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
With it. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Hield outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game. And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Now here's Kuzma. Back to Davis. On the James. Bagley with the rebound.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the miss by Anthony Davis.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Finds Davis. From the arc, trying to get open is Kuzma. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by James.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Now Hield. A 17-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And Davis sends it back.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and two mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see.
Well, Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. And then for Sacramento, Wayne Dedman comes in for Giles. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. LeBron passes to Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And here is Fox. Shot from 12. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 13, fresh from a win against Portland.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Here's Barnes after the basket by Los Angeles. Count that one. Bagley's got his second bucket.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Rondo dishes to Davis. LeBron against Barnes. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And here's Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Here's Rondo. There's 3-pointers on.
On the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And they're moving it up. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 8 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Hield following the basket by Anthony Davis. Now here's Hield. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 18.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now, here's Fox. Kings moving the ball around. Up top, Dedmon. Healed outside. Over Caldwell Pope. Healed, can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Out to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence,
advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Fox finds Dedmon, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Davis. JaVale McGee comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Alex Caruso in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Sacramento, Bjelica, he checks in for Bagley. Bogdanovich comes in for Hield. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Portland. So off the run. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Los Angeles leading by 20. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Back to Caldwell Pope. Out to the right wing. Caruso, the pass to Howard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin. I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to those guys at 15 and 16 years of age and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Lakers leading by 22. Caldwell Pope on the wing, covered by Barnes. Back to Caldwell Pope, tries from 16. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket of the night. Sacramento's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Timeout called by the Kings.
well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
A moment now to see the numbers for Howard. He's around 10 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and stolen by B. Nobody near Barnes, and it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 22. Kicks it out to Bradley, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Now the pass to Ferrell. Pass to Bjelica. To the inside. Here's Barnes. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post, because once he has it, it's dinner time.
Here's Caruso. In the corner, Bradley with it. Over Bogdanovich. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Lakers ahead, running away with this one. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
JaVale McGee is out there with Howard. Then there's Bradley, and it's Cook in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's Barnes. Good D by Howard.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Pass to Barnes. Releases from 15, but he recovers it outside Bogdanovich. Sacramento again missing. Pass to Cook. Back to Bradley. It's tipped. Howard against Bielitsa. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And the Kings making a change here. Ariza's checked in. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Here's Farrell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Over to the wing. From outside the arc, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And, you know, if you're the defense, you got to know Farrell is comfortable from deep. He's a dangerous shooter.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticize that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Here is Cook. 8 points his last outing, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Giles checked in for the Kings. The Kings trail by 21. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Farrell can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Ariza against Green. The pass to Howard. And McGee kicks to Caruso. 4 on the clock. 4-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. it's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Now here's Green, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Goes up at the stripe. And the Lakers turn it over again. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. The Lakers #1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious if he can do it. Up and you're leading the league in blocks.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Bogdanovich, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Green dishes to Cook. Fires from the corner. Here's Howard. Pass to James. From deep three-point range. And another shot. Here's McGee. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. McGee's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Trying to stick Farrell is a chore. I mean, he's really good at using his quickness in the pick and roll.
Inside, Howard. And it's denied. And McGee kicks to Cook. Back to McGee. Lakers working the ball around now. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. From deep. But they recover it. Howard finds Green. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Farrell. He has 7. Beyond the arc. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night. He kicks to Cook. Passes it to Howard. Green deciding where to go with it. Back to Howard. To McGee. It's hauled in by the Kings. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
2 points. That one goes.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Green. Pass to Howard. They double-team Howard. James outside. From deep. They get it back. And McGee kicks to Cook. They shoot again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's a look at some numbers for Bagley.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks.
2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Quinn Cook. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Giles. Bagley comes in for Bielitsa. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogan Bogdanovich. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Farrell.
Man, I like how confident Fox is in getting good positioning close to the basket.
Rondo passes to LeBron. Back to Rondo. Right side Davis. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Davis. Putting up about 22 points per 14 rebounds and almost 3.5 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Hield can't hit. Lakers leading by 20. LeBron outside. And they double up LeBron. Outside Rondo. Kicks to McGee. Over the basket, the assist by McGee. That's 10 points for LeBron.
James is really a clever player. I mean, he uses trickery as much as he does brute force, proving to be one step ahead of them there.
Now, here's Dedmon. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Here's Green. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And
see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hield with the bucket. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And here is James following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. James finds Rondo. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Let's get a glimpse at how the Lakers are doing right now here early in the season yet in the NBA stats.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
Now, here's Fox. 5 points in the game. Outside, Green. Outside for Rondo. Trying to get open is Davis. McGee in the high post. Outside, Green. Fires from deep. Davis, the pass to Rondo. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's James. They get it again. Outside, Green. The pass to Rondo. To the middle. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Just so Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there. Crashing the offensive glass. Getting that second chance bucket.
Now, here's Fox. That one's not going to go.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Sacramento's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. 13 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good. Basket officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end. Well, you know, last season, perhaps the most disappointing of LeBron James's career. I mean, he hadn't missed the playoffs since 2005, and amazingly, this is the one that gets me, had not missed the finals since 2010.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And after shutting it down early, this was the longest offseason of LeBron's career.
Yeah, and a chance for him, guys, perhaps to recover from years of deep playoff runs. I know he wouldn't want it that way, but he'll take advantage of the fact that he didn't. He has in the past, and criticized and counted out. You knew he'd be motivated to come back strong.
Hield attacking. He gets that one. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Back to Davis. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Got a piece of it. Over Barnes. Los Angeles with another miss. Guys, nothing has really come easy for them today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
Good in the night. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. James against Barnes. The drive by James. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Rajon Rondo. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Here. Caldwell Pope finds Kuzma. Over Bagley. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 10 points in the game.
You know, for such a young player, Kuzma has a tremendous amount of confidence and seems to be comfortable no matter where he is and what the circumstance is.
Now, here's Fox. He has 5. Three-pointer, Hield. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Caruso. Down low. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And here are the Kings now, trailing by 17. Barnes with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Out left to the wing. 1 second left. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. You hear that, Ernie? I'm getting my gut. You got to check your gut, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the court right now for the Kings. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Bagley and Giles, both former Blue Devils, are the 4 and the 5. And it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Here's Fox following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Ariza outside. It's stolen by Davis. Fox against Rondo. Other way now. Here's Fox, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James. Perhaps the biggest breakout star last year from the 2017 draft class, De'Aaron Fox. Greg, he was sensational.
Kevin, the difference between a year 1 and a year 2 player was never displayed better than the improvement that Fox showed. His shot, vision, and decision-making all started to catch up to that incredible athleticism.
Clark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds. Function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
The Kings trail by 20. Healed right side. Feeds to Bagley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bagley's got 9.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Put that throttle down. Love seeing Kuzma on offense play with so much confidence.
And here are the Kings now. Now Heel. 10 points for him. The wide open look here for Fox. Misses the 3.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Bagley brings the double team. Lakers passing it around. They kick it out to Green. 6 to shoot. That one goes. Count it.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
That's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout. And while we got a chance, look at some numbers for James. 4th in field goal percentage, 9th in scoring. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. He's got 6, and the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. Lakers on D. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Now here's Rondo. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Green, the pass to Davis. James, right side. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Count it. Bogdanovich has got 6.
The defensive instincts of Fox, man, scrapping and great speed with his hands and feet.
Rondo finds Davis. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Green, the pass to Davis. The kick out to LeBron. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Kuzma. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 5 assists tonight.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Ariza outside. Pass to Giles. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And Ariza showing you some nice intensity there, Kevin. He's a defensive stud now. Remarkable at challenging shots.
Bogdanovich against Green. And here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Bagley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul it.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big. Well, some ups and downs for Marvin Bagley in that rookie campaign with the Kings, but you could see the flashes of potential and the tremendous work ethic when he was out on that floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Howard comes in for Davis, and Cook subbed in for Danny Green. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Farrell, 7 points in the game. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And with Bagley, the mobility he showed for his size is really what impresses you.
And that blend of size and speed is why many feel like he could play across the entire race. But in a few years, he could be right there with the best of the best from that 2018 class.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Sacramento. Deflects the pass, and stolen by Kuzma. And stolen by Bogdanovich. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Dedmon kicks to Farrell. Back to Dedmon. And Bjelica has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Passes it to Farrell. Over Cook. Again, the miss. 18 points. The drive by Rondo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Rondo's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, you want to be successful. You got to make Rondo beat you with his jumper. You can't allow him to torch you on the drive.
And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. He kicks it to Dedmon. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bogdanovich. Softly drops in the floater. Bogdanovich has got 6 here in this quarter.
Fortunately, he hasn't had much help.
At the elbow, it's James. Pass to Kuzma. Here is Cook. Howard trying to free himself up. Cook, good.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
The Kings trail by 21. Here's Farrell. 8 points for him. Outside, Bogdanovich. Trains the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 11 points.
And since
Rondo against Bogdanovich. Howard kicks to Rondo. James looking around. It's Kuzma top the key. Here's Howard. Yep, that one goes. 10 points for him.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Dedmon, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This is exactly what you want Farrell to do. I mean, when there's somebody open, he's got to find him.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
Outside, Fox. There's the pass to Barnes. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in this game. Lobbed up there for Howard. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Now, here's Bradley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kuzma finds Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can, and he's pretty good at it.
For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Pass to Fox. Here's Bielitsa. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Caruso. It's Bradley on the wing. Passes it to Kuzma. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for him this half.
He's got 5. Outside, Bogdanovich. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bogdanovich has got 12 points here in the second half. Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Bogdanovich looking around. Dishes it to Barnes. And Bielitsa has it in the corner. Shoots over Bradley. And too long on the shot. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, as Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
1:35 left to play here in the third. Now, here's Fox. He's got 8. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Bradley kicks to Kuzma. He dishes it to Howard.
Oh, wow! My goodness. Yeah, I like the fact that Howard is really good at staying aggressive when he knows he's hot, in attack mode on the offensive end.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 14. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Boy, I love this from Kuzma. When he attacks with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
There's 39 seconds left in the third. Bogdanovich with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. The three from Barnes. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Caldwell Pope outside. Kuzma left side. The dish now to Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity. Howard's shot is good.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
And so it's Kyle Kuzma making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Howard. Jared Dudley out there with Caldwell Pope. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Caruso in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Caruso. Here's Dudley. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Dudley's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Lakers. Now Joseph. Barnes outside. Rebound the Lakers. And they're running. The max contract didn't exist when you were playing. Is it something that should be up for debate?
Well, it's a function of the... There's some reasons why you have max contracts, because a guy has earned that opportunity, a way to keep a star player or a max contract player with the same team, I think is part of the reasoning behind it. I mean, debating it and talking about it is probably something that makes some sense. If you're thinking about getting rid of it, I'm not so sure.
Now here's Hield after the miss from Contavious Caldwell Pope. Bradley with some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And Sacramento by Avery Bradley. Here's Swanigan. That one good for 2.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Kings ball.
And some changes here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Troy Daniels comes in for Contavious Caldwell Pope. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Alex Caruso. And a change for Sacramento. Farrell's checked in. Here's Farrell. And here is Joseph. Shoots the 3. And Corey Joseph with the 3.
Yeah, he can be lethal from distance. When Joseph has room to fire, he's not going to hesitate.
Pass to McGee. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And that one drops for him. Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. In the corner, it's Hield. Here's Swanigan. Over Daniels. Again, Sacramento.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. And if you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
And the Kings making a change here. Dedmon's checked in. The free throw off from McGee. Hey, Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
The free throw drops for Dedmon.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, getting to the free throw line.
On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Joseph. Daniels kicks to Cook. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The Kings have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Troy Daniels. That's his first foul. Here's Farrell. Dudley gets a hand on it. And now here comes Daniels. Leading the break. It's deflected and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
L.A. ball.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. They'll be matching up against Gordon. Then on Tuesday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Here's Joseph. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. You like that?
Yes and no. I think you have two separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. I think there should be a clear separation. No, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. And here are the Kings now after the basket by the Lakers. Kicks it to Dedmon, and the pass to Farrell. Three-pointer, Hield, and another three for Sacramento.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Cook, the pass to McGee. Bradley with the ball. Here's Dudley, and again it's the Lakers.
And even with on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now, here's Joseph. Here's Farrell. Dedmon trying to break free. Farrell gets the bucket.
Little fancy-dancy out there, Yogi Ferrell. You got to admire his ability to get creative and innovative with his ball handling.
Daniels from outside. Swanigan pulls it in. Swanigan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Joseph, that's good.
Corey Joseph does a nice job with his speed and change of pace.
Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories, but I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Dudley's shot is good.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Here's Farrell. Here's the teardrop. That one misses. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Bradley dishes to McGee. Dedmon with the block. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Bielitsa, he checks in for Sacramento.
Nemanja Bjelica.
Now here is McGee. Bradley finds McGee. Over Bielitsa. The shot's good from McGee. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Joseph up top. He's covered by Daniels. Here's the floater. The rebound by Cook. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Daniels kicks to Cook. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Drops in the tray.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to McGee. Over Dedmon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Mark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions.
Kevin, I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
Here's all going up court, and it's McGee slamming it down.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Here's Farrell. Offensive rebound. Dedmon's shot is off. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. McGee's shot is off. And here are the Kings now. Here's Joseph. The 10-footer finds the target.
Far from just a jump side and making it happen there.
Passes to Daniels. And here's McGee. Mark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep 3 at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter 3 if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that 3 more in line or symmetrical with the deep 3 at the top. I kind of like having a short corner 3.
I agree with you.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Cook. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Sacramento's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in.
Kentavious Caldwell.
1:31 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Joseph for three. That's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crush dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, for Kyle Kuzma.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Bielitsa. Drains the wing tray.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Daniels with it. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business. Most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.